Anthony Davis on this team's a much better player than Patrick Ewing. Give me a break. Tatum's much better than Scottie Pippen. LeBron right now is better than Magic was to me at 32 or 33 years old.
Trash! Oh, picked! This is the shot they get.
Our young guys are Ant and Halliburton. Their young guy was Christian Laettner. Give me a break.
Well, here's the problem that I have, and no disrespect to the 1992 Olympic team, but half of those guys were a little past their prime.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I think this is from a talent and still in their prime, or guys who have aged out of their prime but are still great perspective. This is the best collection of talent in Team USA history.
When it comes to sports fans, there are very few things that are undisputed and not really debated. And one of those things is the greatest basketball team ever assembled, as the majority of fans is the '92 Dream Team. And looking at this squad, not only 11 Hall of Famers, but the way they won gold was in historic fashion.
I don't know anything about Angola, but Angola's in trouble.
And it's opening game by the score of 116 to 48.
In terms of sheer dominance global impact, the '92 Dream Team will never be touched. But still, with that being the case, you have current day analysts like Nick Wright, Brian Windhorst, and now Colin Cowherd saying the current Team USA in 2024 is actually better than the '92 Dream Team.
Basketball is so much better now than it's ever been. The game is incredible. Jason Tatum did not start last night. He's better than Scottie Pippen. Offensively, it's not particularly close. It's a global sport. Everybody can shoot. Everybody can handle the ball. The '92 Dream Team, Larry Bird was shot. He retired 10 days after the Olympics. You had multiple guys on that team, who could not handle the ball and who couldn't shoot.
So stopping Cowherd right there, already a few ridiculous takes. As we're debating basketball eras, which era is better, saying this era is better because of pure offensive skill, kind of a flimsy argument. And Colin's 2 points he goes to. Players nowadays in Team USA, all of them can handle the rock. Also, all of them can shoot. For the most part, that is true. But I wouldn't say that fact alone proves this current team is better than '92 team. And when discussing which era is better, which era is harder, I would say guys nowadays in the NBA are allowed to do more things with lenient rules that wouldn't fly in past eras.
Nice pass. Sharp bounce. Embiid got decked.
If you want to talk sheer offensive versatility, the 24 team is pretty great. But talking the best offensive teams, the best offensive USA teams, the '08 team, the 2012 team, and especially the '92 team, clear this current team by a country mile. And Cowherd in this segment, for some odd reason, starts comparing Scottie Pippen to Jason Tatum.
The game is incredible. Jason Tatum did not start last night. He's better than Scottie Pippen. Offensively, it's not particularly close.
Now, this comparison right here is odd for a couple of reasons. First off, because Tatum on the current team is debatably their best overall player. Pippen in '92 was like their 5th, 6th, even 7th best player, behind guys like Jordan, Barkley, Malone, Drexler, Robinson, and Ewing. So comparing Tatum, debatably the best player on Team USA, to Pippen, kind of an unfair comparison. But even with that being said, looking at Pippen as a wingman, kind of playing a second fiddle role, compared to JT, he is better in that role. As looking at Pippen in '92 for the NBA, first team all defense, third in DPOY, 8 boards, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block per game. Pippen at this point in his career could realistically guard 1 through 4, and if he played in the current era, could guard 1 through 5 pretty easily.
Strong moves to the basket this evening, came back with the goggles to protect those eyes.
Yes, he had discarded the goggles. Crowd applauding the efforts by Pippen. Magic goes.
So the fact Cowherd's comparing Tatum, debatably the best player on Team USA now, to Scottie Pippen, who wasn't a top 5 player, that is pretty telling to which team was actually better.
You had multiple guys on that team, multiple, who could not handle the ball and who couldn't shoot. Anthony Davis on this team is a much better player than Patrick Ewing. Give me a break. Tatum's much better than Scottie Pippen. LeBron right now is better than Magic was to me at 32 or 33 years old. Our young guys are Ant and Halliburton. Their young guy was Christian Laettner. Give me a break. This team is old men aging very gracefully.
So stopping Cowherd right there, his tactic of this video, it's pretty straightforward and simple. He's cherry-picking certain comparisons that benefit the 2024 team. Of course, for example, AD versus Pat Ewing, Tatum versus Pippen, LeBron versus Magic, and Anthony Edwards versus Christian Laettner. And look, when Cowherd does these comparisons, who are the guys he's leaving out and not mentioning? Oh yeah, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the greatest player of all time, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Clyde Drexler, and then David Robinson. This cross-comparison tactic is as slimy as it gets. If you want to compare these teams head-to-head, best player versus best player, second player versus second best player, that's how you go about doing it. And looking at Michael Jordan, there is no player on the 24 team who comes close to him in 92. I mean, Jordan at that time was peaking as a player. When it came to the postseason, 34.5 points per game, 50% shooting, 2 steals, first team all defense, and third in the DPOY. And one of Jordan's so-called flaws was outside shooting. Well, in 92, 39% from deep, and in the finals, 43%.
20, Jordan from 3, yes! That is an NBA Finals record.
And one guy from Jordan's era who was compared to him routinely was, of course, Clyde Drexler. And while Clyde wasn't MJ, I mean, this dude was still pretty spectacular. And looking at the 92 playoffs, his all-around game is severely underrated. 26 points per game, 7 boards, 7 assists, nearly 2 steals, and a block. Clyde that year, first team All-NBA and second MVP to only Michael Jordan.
Throws it away to Drexler. It's a 2-on-1 break. Drexler. Oh, there's the glide.
Now, looking past Clyde and MJ, the guys Cowherd also left out were Barkley, Malone, and David Robinson. And looking at Sir Charles first in 93 post-Dream Team, was the MVP, averaged 25, 12, and 5, and led Phoenix the best record in the NBA. And Charles, much like Clyde that year, got Jordan comparisons as the best player in the world. Now, looking at the previous year in 92, David Robinson, third in the MVP, first team All-Defense in the DPOY. Karl Malone, fourth in the MVP, first team All-NBA, and sixth in the DPOY.
But this team's bench has starters on that team. Scottie Pippen, I covered him in Portland. Not close to Jason Tatum. Patrick Ewing's not nearly as good as Anthony Davis. Christian Laettner on that team, Ant off the bench on this team. What are we talking about here? The flexibility. The bigs now can handle the ball and shoot.
So stopping Cowherd right there, this constant Pippen comparison to Tatum, it's downright bizarre. Again, Pippen on the 92 Dream Team, a big piece for their success. Was he their best player, their top 3 player, even the top 5 player? I wouldn't say so. So why is being compared to Tatum so frequently? I really don't get. And one thing Colin also keeps repeating is the current Team USA offensively, much more skilled, refined, and versatile. And look, that's all fine and great. But when debating teams, versatility doesn't always mean you're better. As looking at the 92 team, what they had defensively in the post, in the paint, and in the perimeter, no Team USA had both those things at the same time. As looking at the 92 team, they had Robinson and Ewing. 2008, Dwight and Bosh. Pretty good. 2012, the bigs were abysmal. Kevin Love, Tyson Chandler. Now the 24 team, Anthony Davis and Embiid. That is some great size rim protection and defensive big men. But the thing they don't have is a Jordan Pippen on the perimeter to hound guys 80 feet 24/7. Now look, when it comes to the 2024 team, most likely, they're going to win gold. And that'll be fantastic and a great win for USA if they pull it off. But in terms of the best Team USAs, I don't put them ahead of the 2008 team, the 92 team, even the 2012 team. This team, even according to Colin Cowherd, is an old team. That 92 team, Jordan, Pippen, Barkley, Malone, all those guys were late 20s, early 30s at the most. For Olympic play, two-way dominance, stuff like that does matter. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.